Hello,
Hello, Facebook. How are you?
my name is Rudy. I am the beginner.
So this is Serena Basegi, and Serena is the speaker who can't speak and the writer who can't write.
I need you to do
Yeah, and me, well, I'm Jamila Doolin. I'm Serena's right-hand woman.
Mother is a funny movie. I'll be a
Right, so Serena's whole job, his whole purpose, his goal, the reason he's here right now is because he wants to inspire you, motivate you, and help you achieve your goals.
I do that to other videos, people life, and social media.
Right, so Serena does that through online videos, Facebook Live. And what else, Serena?
Social media.
And social media. And if I don't stop picking up my clothes, I am just going to really just cause problems here. There you go.
I like that.
Yeah, and also live events. You can always catch Serena live somewhere.
Yeah. Today we're doing habits.
So today, we're talking about habits.
We all have habits that we have. We all have habits.
Yeah, so here's the thing. As you probably know, everybody has habits.
And we always think about or habit or prevent from your
Okay, and those habits that you have, they can either empower you or they can prevent you from achieving your goals.
Today, I'm going to specifically.
So today you want to talk about one specific issue?
Yes.
Okay.
Intention versus reality.
It's what now?
Intention versus reality.
So the things Serena really wants to talk about today is intentions and reality.
No. Everybody has a disconnect between intentions versus reality.
So you said everybody has a disconnect with their intentions and with their reality.
No. How big that disconnect?
I'm sorry?
How big that disconnect?
How big is the disconnect between intentions and reality?
Yeah. Most people are well-intentioned people.
Most people are
Well-intentioned.
well-intentioned people.
Yeah, most people are well-intentioned.
You know, that's true. Most people, I agree with you, Serena. Most people, they're well-intentioned. Most people don't go around plotting out ways to do awful things to others or plot out how they can just sabotage someone or...
Yeah. When you say goals, you think they're very wrong.
Right, so most people when they set goals, their intentions are very
No.
noble. Yeah, they're like pure, they have pure intentions. They aren't trying to cause problems, they're not trying to derail somebody else's plans, they're not trying to promote themselves at the downfall of others.
Yeah. When you went for that, and you take
So when you set goals and you want to improve your life,
very admirable.
yeah, those are like noble intentions and they're admirable and they should be respected. That's a good thing to set a goal and want to improve your life. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And knowing intends to hurt people that love.
Right. And of course, when we say you don't want to hurt people, that of course means the people you love. Most people don't intend to hurt the people they love.
And knowing intends to sabotage everything. Really good.
Yeah, and most people don't intend to sabotage relationships.
And knowing intends to be attacked. after 2 weeks.
Nobody
Intends
intends.
break the diet after 2 weeks.
Yeah, most people don't intend to break their diet after 2 weeks.
Nobody intends to sabotage themselves.
Yeah, look, let's sum it up. You don't intend to sabotage yourself. You just don't.
But those things more often than not.
Yeah, because even though it's not intended, it still happens.
If you want to have it, you intend to have my reality.
So I think we're going to repeat that because I don't think I got it. If you
want to live amazing life,
if you want to live an amazing life,
you actually have to become with your intentions.
your habits have to be congruent with your intentions.
Yes.
All right, so let's say that again. If you want to live an amazing life, your habits and your intentions must be aligned. They must be congruent. That's what you said?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And let me give you a couple of scenarios where they're not good.
All right, so Sharon's going to share with us some scenarios in which habits and intentions are not congruent.
Okay. This is working on a project.
All right, we can start with the idea of working on a project.
It can be
Your intentions are to be disciplined.
You're working on a project.
And so you're working on a project,
It's kind of boring.
and it's boring.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a boring project.
Well, you get a text.
And then you get a text. That's interesting, right?
And then you take it.
And of course you check your
And
text.
then you say, well, can I check my Facebook feed?
Yeah, and then you check your phone, and then you check your Facebook, and then you check your Instagram, and before you know it,
You never forget.
yep, productivity gone. Boring task thrown out the window, forgotten about, because after all it was boring, and well, all the other stuff was not nearly as boring.
Or you eat better.
Yeah, or let's say you want to eat better.
And then you find out
Yep, then you get that phone call
you
from
ready?
a friend. I'm sorry? Yeah, and that friend's like, hey, you want to go to a restaurant? We're all going to the restaurant. Of course you want to go to the restaurant.
And then you see that
What now?
you see that you see that
Yep, and then before you know it, it has happened. You are eating nachos. You are eating chicken wings. You've got some ranch dressing and some carrots, which might be the healthiest part of your meal. You've got your French fries, your fries. Yep, got a couple of cocktails. No water in sight, and you are going for it. Healthy eating plan thrown out the window, only to be topped off by the dessert that you have at the end.
I want to describe. I want to share them with you.
And here is scenario number 3.
You're trying to save money.
Yes, this is the one that gets us all trying to save money. Mm-hmm.
And one of those days.
And then you have one of those days. You guys know the day, right? The day where nothing seems to go right. You're running late to work. You get pulled over by the police. Now you've got a speeding ticket, still late to work. In fact, you're even later to work because you got the speeding ticket, you get to work. It's like, yeah.
And all you want is escape.
Yep, that snowball day, and then all you really want is an escape because it has not gone so well for you.
The only thing is, you find that almost okay,
and the only thing
that you can think about is find okay,
yeah, and the only thing you can think of is find some overpriced jeans because, as we all know, a little retail therapy goes a long way in making the day go much, much better. Why are you laughing, Serena? Have you been there? I've seen your office. It's filled with toys. Yeah, it's filled with toys.
I have a toy.
Yes, it's true. Serena's over here. He's got his man toys. Serena loves audio visual stuff. And man, do you have it. You're like the AV king. There's cords and cameras and tripods and lights and mics and you name it, he's got it. That's your retail therapy?
I don't therapy that is awesome.
You love retail. Yeah, mine used to, oh my goodness, I don't have it as much as I used to, but mine used to be every Friday. It wasn't so much therapy, but it was retail. I called it retail wellness. I was thanking myself for going to work all week. And so every Friday, I would treat myself to a movie, dinner, and some kind of new little thing. Because that was the thank you because you went to work all week. As if paying your rent and having food in your belly was a thank you. But that's, I had to thank myself for going to work.
Yeah. So, all kind of activity that they can do.
Yeah. And the whole point of this, you had those three scenarios. And here's the thing. The whole point is there's all kinds of activities that can take us completely away from our goals. I mean, you had this goal of wanting to save money, couldn't do it because you had activities that took you away from it. The goal of wanting to lose weight, couldn't do it because you had something that distracted you. And then, of course, there was the distraction of distraction that was literally you wanted to be productive, and then the distractions just, sidetracked you, and there we go.
The distractions are tricky. How many days
Yeah. So Serena said, those distractions, they can be tricky because some of those distractions are kind of disguised. And the disguise is, get this one, opportunity. Yeah, we get those periodically, time to time.
I have one.
Yes, you had one?
It was exciting, but if we did it would be.
Yeah, we've had a few. One of them, it looks great, looks like a lot of work, looks like a lot of fun, looks like a great opportunity, but at the same time, maybe it's a distraction.
The bottom intentions need to be kind of first.
Yeah, the bottom line is this. Your intentions and your priorities need to be congruent. Your intentions and your habits need to be congruent. If they aren't, you may not get the result that you're looking for. So, this is what Serena just said. Everybody has areas in which they can improve.
Let's deeper on why and how you can prevent it.
Okay, so we're gonna say, hey, let's move on. We're gonna kind of shift gears a little bit now, and what we're gonna move into is why this happens, and then what can you do to make kind of like make it not happen?
The feeling get in the way.
Oh, it happens because your feelings get in the way?
Yeah.
So that's why we do the retail shopping, retail therapy, is because we're feeling, like my daughter likes to say, you're all up in your feelings, you're getting kind of emo, and you're feeling a certain kind of way.
Yeah. And tell Robinson, we put it over 15. And Robinson said we should be put it over 15.
So you want to get rid of, you want pleasure to kind of put away the pain. Is that what you said?
No, you will not talk. I say over 15.
You want to move toward pleasure and avoid pain. Because that's how we're programmed. We're programmed to avoid pain. Yeah, that's how we're designed. That's how we've been able to live all these years.
Yeah, we were good. You to right now. And avoid pain.
Right. So what Serena said was this. It's easier to gratify yourself right now and avoid, say, pain. Yeah, and so the other thing Serena said was every bad habit has an element of instant gratification to it.
Every habit has a delayed gratification.
And then good habits, they tend to have a delayed gratification. You know what? You are so right. I'm just thinking about the idea of, say, working out. Initially, you don't really feel good moments when you're on that treadmill for the 40th minute. What? Yeah, you could even wake up in pain. Maybe not from the treadmill, but maybe when you're on that third set of burpees. Do burpees, I don't know anybody who really loves burpees. They're not fun. They hurt a lot. Yeah, and so the gratification isn't in that moment. Maybe it is to tell yourself, look, I did 30 burpees today. Maybe that's your gratification. But, the real satisfaction is later when you can see how much stronger you feel.
And the gravity is not concentrated.
The gratification is not
concentrated.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Like, if you look at a lot, it might be several weeks, then you will see the genes fit a number years.
Right. So what Serena said was this. It might be 3 or 4 weeks before you actually see the results you want. It might be 3 or 4 weeks before the genes slide on a little bit more easily.
And genes slide on easily is not that.
And the genes sliding on more easily is not.
It's not a big moment.
Yeah, and that may not be a big moment.
But it's buying overpriced.
But buying the old pair of jeans?
Overpriced.
The overpriced jeans. It's a big moment. It's a trip.
It's big.
Yeah, so unless you really celebrate the fact that you slid those jeans on, it's not going to have the same feeling. That's true. Because there's something, I bet you it's chemical, that when you buy those overpriced jeans, there's something there that says, yes, I did it. And it's like,
you really endorphins.
You get endorphins from it.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing you get from working out, but the difference is there's no pain. There's pain in the endorphin, there's pain involved of getting the high that you get from working out. There is no physical pain. There's financial pain possibly, maybe not even for some people, to buying the jeans, but there's no physical pain. So you're getting the high without that initial stress.
Yeah, but overall, when you have having the stress and more motivation to be operating.
I'm sorry.
When you have
When you have good
good habits,
habits,
you will be able to have the ability to be amazing.
you have to have the ability to do bigger and bigger things,
And that's the payoff.
and that's the true payoff.
And if you're in the trenches,
And if you're in the trenches,
then the payoff may not be worth it
the payoff may not seem worth it
compared to other payoffs.
compared to other payoffs.
Yeah, it's very good.
Very nuanced.
Many people are not afraid of hard. They're not afraid of hard work.
Many people are not afraid of hard work,
But they're afraid of stress or the feeling that associated with that.
but they are afraid of stress or the feelings that are associated with stress.
Yeah. When I read that in my book,
When you wrote that,
I read that
when you read that, yes,
in my book.
in Mel Robbins' book,
I was blown away.
you were blown away.
Yeah. I don't think people are afraid of work. I think people have good intentions, but they're afraid of stress.
You think people have good intentions, but they are afraid of stress.
I get
You're terrified of customer service?
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm terrified of customer service.
yes.
Yes, just saying those words.
And that is one of the hard ones I am.
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Serena said I'm one of the hardest people he knows. But if you tell me to make a customer service call, it works for you because you sit right next to me and you watch me make the call.
Yeah. But
You don't even like it?
The alternatives are I could do a million other things except that law.
Yes. What Serena said was, look, here's the thing. He can think of a million other things that he could do instead of that call.
Yeah. And when I think about it, I never had a hard customer service call.
You've never had a hard customer service call?
But I have frustrated customer service.
Yes. That's so true. So what Serena said was he's never had a hard customer service call. However, that does not mean he has not had a frustrating customer service call because that's what they typically frustrate. The person, yeah, it's just, you're just pushing a button and talking. That's not the problem. The problem is not getting the result that you want. And that's where the stress comes in. And yes, and that's where the avoidance comes in.
Like it. One way to, one without fail, one without we can reach it up.
One reason that habits fail?
Yeah, it begins when we say go back here over.
Okay, so what Serena said is this. One reason that we don't necessarily keep up with the habits that we've committed ourselves to or we want to commit ourselves to is that we get stressed. And when we get stressed, we fall back into the way that is more comfortable.
And in my mind,
and in your mind, it's the chicken and the egg? So Serena said, look, the better the habits, the less the stress.
Better habits.
The less the stress, the better the habits.
But in reality, there's no competition.
But in reality, no competition.
The better the habits, the less stress. You gotta believe that is the order.
So you have to do it in this order. The better the habits, the less the stress. That's how it has to be.
And when you get that way, habits play a more important role.
And habits play a more important role. Negative habits.
Come on, on the back.
Can I give you some example? Can I give you an example of my life?
Yes.
Okay. So, I have, and a lot of you guys may not know this, I have a tendency, if left to my own devices, to be really, really anal. And I don't like to lose things, because losing something stresses me out. So to avoid this, I put things in the same place on a regular basis. So I come in, my keys are in the same place. I put my shoes in a certain place. Everything, that's kind of how things go. So that when I go back to look for it, it's in that place. My pantry, I've had to reorganize it a few times, and right now I'm organizing it again, but things need to go in their place. So when I'm cooking, I don't have to think, it's right there. I don't have to look for anything. I don't live alone. So, and living alone makes it easy. But when you don't live alone, other people may not discipline themselves in the same way. So when you go to look for something, when you go to grab whatever it is you're grabbing, or you want to grab, it's not there. Because they don't discipline themselves in that way. So now you have this stress. Now in the moment that they did that for them, it might have been just, oh, that's just the easiest thing to do. But on the back end, there's stress that's been developed because now you can't find something that you're looking for. Am I making any sense here, sir?
Yeah, let me go through that.
Okay.
So, let's go home. Here you go. Spend the extra 10 seconds to be into that already. And
that has happened. So what Serena said was, let's say you come home and you do not spend those 10 little seconds to be intentional about where you put your keys. Then the next morning you're running out the house.
And you spend 10 minutes.
And then you have to spend 10 minutes looking for your keys when you could have just put them in the same spot that you usually do. Yes, you could have just dropped them 10 seconds and known what you did with it. And it's a habit. There's a discipline to it.
So you are waiting 10 minutes. You want to have it for 10
That's right.
minutes.
Right, now you've wasted 10 minutes because you didn't want to spend 10 seconds following your habit. You didn't want to discipline yourself for 10 seconds, so now you've wasted 10 minutes.
And what? Guess what?
What?
You're mad. You're mad in the car. You're mad in the car.
Yeah, then you're mad in the car, you're mad and don't be late, because then you're mad while you're late, you're just mad.
And you're rushing.
Rushing. Mm-hmm.
And
then you're not being intentional and paying attention to everything else because you're rushing. And
it can be a snowball effect.
It can be
a snowball effect.
A snowball effect, exactly. Let's go back to those 10 seconds.
It's so easy to just turn that anyway.
Yes, it is so easy. Just throw down your keys anywhere.
There are a lot of people being intentional.
And that's why being intentional is so important. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just a good example of like those habits.
Yeah. And you can apply that thing. You can apply that example to anything in your life.
Yeah, you can apply that example to many, many things in your life.
So if you get me, therapy.
If you practice retail therapy, you said?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You forget in the moment. You forget in the moment.
You focus in the moment.
And you feel good for 10 minutes.
And you feel good for 10 minutes. You might even get like a day out of it because, you have to go out if you buy something that you wear or if you buy something that you use when you're actually using it or wearing it.
But when you short at the end of the month.
But then when you're short at the end of the month?
That time it turns into that day.
Yeah, that 10 minutes of joy now is 10 days of, say, pain. Because when you have more month than you have money, it doesn't feel so good.
I know it sounds extreme. I know it sounds
Might sound extreme, yeah.
But it happens every day.
Yeah.
To millions of people around the world.
Yeah, Serena said this happens every day to many, many people. It just does.
I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but it happens all the time. It's all the time.
Yeah, it might even sound ridiculous, but it happens all the time. It does.
We got to be happy. You have to be happy.
Right, so here's the point. When you go after your goals, right, your habits need to be congruent with the goals that you want to achieve.
You have to need to be intentional.
Yeah, and your habits need to be intentional. Back to the whole example, right, with the keys. If your goal is to leave your house on time every morning, stress-free, then your habits need to reflect that. So your habits might involve putting your keys and being intentional about putting where you put your keys. Being intentional about what time you go to bed so you can be intentional about what time you get up.
It might be intentional with the people around you.
Being intentional with the people around you? Yeah, this is what I need to do. Having your schedule laid out that will allow you to leave at a certain time and following that schedule. Even involving the people around you so that, hey, no, I cannot talk to you right now. I have to do this.
Or you can if you see my keys
Right, or yeah, even asking your kids, hey, you know what? Do you see my keys? Just let me know so I can be better.
They allow me to be a taker over the habit.
Right, there's a lot of ways to be intentional about your habits.
And it's going to be time right away.
Yeah, initially it might be a little challenging.
But, and you might feel you might not feel the results immediately.
Yeah, and you may not even feel the results immediately.
One day you wake up, you go, wow, my life is so much easier.
But then at some point you'll be like, wow, my life is so much
easier. Yeah. If you appreciate.
Yeah, so if you like this, would you mind just going ahead and sharing that, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is
So this is Simona Vasegi, and I'm Jamila Doolan. Yeah, we want you to have a great weekend, and go be amazing.